Welcome to Take and Make at the Pembroke Town Library. We are going to make Easter baskets today. And these are really cute Easter baskets that you can fill with some Easter grass, some candy, maybe some small gifts, and have them ready for your special person for Easter. I wanted to point out we have two different chickens. The one on the right is made from tissue paper and 3 layers of tissue paper and then just 1 coat of paint on top and on the inside. The one on the left, that one is made from the newspaper that I have put into your little kit, your little craft kit. And that one has 3 layers of newspaper and then 2 coats of paint, 1 coat on the inside. If you want to have a more consistent yellow color to the one on the left with newspaper, you just paint another coat of yellow paint, or an idea is to have some yellow tissue paper be the last layer of paper when you do the paper mache. So I'm so glad you're with me here today, so let's get started. First thing we're gonna do in your little kit, we have a balloon, and so you just blow up the balloon, and then we are going to draw on it because that's gonna make it easier to put all the glue on and the paper mache. So we go around like this. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it will give us a little bit of a guide. There. So this will be the head. All right. And now we are going to put the marker away and open up the glue. I'll put the balloon there. Maybe I put the balloon there. There you go. And if you have a cup or something like that, you just take out the glue that's in your little kit, craft kit, and then we're gonna dump it into, and I would say a paper cup or a cup like this, plastic cup, because it is glue. And then afterwards you can just throw it away. There you go. And then I'm going to put in just a little bit of water because it needs to be a little thinner than the glue is when it comes in its own form in the bottle. So we'll just mix it around like this. This is really fun to work with glue. So you mix it around until it has a good consistency that's easy to paint onto the balloon. I think that's good. All right, so we'll put the stick away over here, and then get out one of these sponge brushes, and then we hold on to the balloon. I would suggest you have a cup ready on the table, because if you need to put the balloon down, you have something to put it down without it sticking to the table. So, but I found it easiest to hold on to the balloon while we're putting all the glue on. So you go around here, go a little bit over the line, because the line will show, the line that you drew, that it will show on the inside. So even though you cover it a little bit across with paper, there. Lots of glue. All right. And now I'm going to rest it here on the cup, and then we're going to get out the paper. Here's our paper. Take it out of the bag. And then let's move. Oop, see, it fell. Oops. Okay. Oh, it got stuck on the. This is very sticky. Whee! There you go. I think it's good if we start putting the paper on while it's sitting on the cup. See if I can move it. There you go. And then we'll pick it up when it becomes a little bit too awkward. But you cover with newspaper strips all over. All right, so when we've done all this, we are going to put a second layer of glue. Glue all over, and then push down on the edges there so that it smooths out, because some of the edges will not have any glue on it. So just brush that on. See how good it is to have it sitting on the cup? And I can just spin it around, at least for when we do the top part. See? So now we're done with the second layer, and we are going to put on the second layer of paper. So it's important, like if you see that there are any gaps on the balloon, which has happened on my balloon here, then you have to make sure that you cover those first with a second layer of paper. So here I see another one, so that it all gets covered, so you have a solid shell where every single surface, every single centimeter or inch on the balloon, the surface there is covered. So just continue to put papers. See, there's some gaps here. There's another gap right here, so you put that right across so that that is totally covered. And then you just, for the rest, just cover over with bits of paper. Oops. All right, so continue to do that until the whole area that you want to cover with paper is done. And then we do a third layer of glue and another layer of paper. So 3 layers of glue and 3 of paper. And then we finish, when you're done with that, we finish with glue. So glue all over this balloon to end this process. And start with this one, because I think this one I have. So I can see on the inside where I had drawn with a marker to sort of show where the head was going to be. So I can see on the inside here. And you just cut around. Oh, that's a funny sound. Okay. Round and round. see inside there how you can see the marker that I drew. Okay, I'm just cutting up. Here is the head. So cutting around that. Oh, they came out so cool. And there's the head. And I don't even think I have to fix any of this. I think that looks really great. The next thing we're gonna do is we wanted to have a pretty yellow color. So we're gonna go ahead and paint our Easter basket. I'm gonna move the feathers because I know that feathers and glue and paint is not conducive to easy work. So I'm gonna open this up. Move the glue out of the way. And you have one of these in your packets. So what you do with your sponge brush that's full of glue, you just go up to the sink and pour water over it. I would say lukewarm water, and then just squeeze out the glue as you are rinsing it out, and then squish it on some paper towel, and then you will have not totally dry sponge brush, but it will be moist, and that will be fine when we're painting. So let's put that aside. So let's pretend this is our clean brush, which is a new brush for me, and we're gonna start by painting all around. We're gonna paint this once, and then we're gonna let it dry, and then we're gonna paint it again for it to become nice and pretty. Now we're gonna let that sit and dry for, I would say, 10 minutes, and then we're going to paint the second coat. So now it has dried for, I would say, 15 minutes, so we're ready to apply the second coat of paint. Now we let that dry for, I would say, another 15 or 20 minutes. So now that's nice and dry. We're going to paint the inside. Now, while it's a little bit soft on the bottom, you just push down like this, because then you get a flat bottom so that it sits really nice. Then it doesn't roll around for you. Oh, that looks great. Now, if you think that this doesn't cover well enough for you, go ahead and paint a third coat so that it covers completely. And I don't think I'm going to do another coat inside because we're gonna have Easter grass in there and candy and stuff, so that's gonna look really pretty. So it's time to glue on the comb, the waddle, and the beak and the eyes, and then we're gonna put the feathers on the side. So we'll get out the glue again, and I'm gonna put some glue up here for the comb, and you got the comb in your packet, so we'll put that right there. Nice, very good. And then we have the waddle. Looks like a heart, so pretty. Okay, put a ton of glue on that. Put that down there. And then we have the beak. And you put glue on the one side, fold it, and then we'll glue it on like that. I have a little crease on the beak there, so that should look good. And then that has a little bit of a hard time staying on there because my paint is still wet on the inside there. There, I think that's better. Then we have the googly eyes. And we got some more glue. Put that like that. And don't worry if any of the glue is sort of dripping or showing, because that will not show when it has dried. Oh, that looks great. And then the other one, let's see if I have any glue left here. I think the watered down glue that we used for the paper mache is not good enough. So if you have some glue at home or some left in the little container that you got. Oh, that looks so cute. All right, now we're gonna put the feathers on. We go, and I would say a little bit, not quite the halfway in between here, but a little bit closer to the head. And running out of glue here in my thing, so maybe we'll see if this glue will do it. So do not put glue on the feathers. We'll put glue right on our Easter bowl, and then put a long feather first, and then the one that's a little shorter. I think I'm gonna cut off a little bit here. There. And then the other side. I think that glue worked. Okay, so glue on there, and then we have feather and the second feather. And there it is. That is our Easter basket. So cute.